And that's how we do it. This is the Afrobeat cult. I am Ahin Akimio, and today is definitely a special day for me. It is special in so many ways, and also momentous in a lot of other places. We're talking about the loss of the Queen of England. I know to some it means a lot, to some others it doesn't really mean much. But then, of course, she has played her part in the world and has left. She has made a lot of positive impact in a lot of other lives, and to some, not so much. But hey, they always say beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So let's see how much beauty she spread across the world from their eyes and how much a lot of other varying opinions are adding to it. Today is a Saturday, and I have a guest with me in the studio. And this is something we haven't done in a while. Today's guest is one that I feel is something of a controversy in himself. He is a man of many parts. He is indeed somebody that I have known for many, many, many years. His name is Wale, and most people call him Powski. He is with yeah, he's right there in the green room. He can see me, and I hope he's not here with all the stuff that I'm going to be saying about him right now. Well, Wale is a something of a loose cannon. I'm going to have to find ways, many, many ways to contain him before I bring him here. So I have a plan, and he is pretty explosive. I don't know how the people at Max FM handle such an explosive child like that. I did a study about explosive children, and Wale Animashaun is exactly that. So let's not. I hope he's not here, and I switched off his. Well, I hope I switched off his source. Hello, Wale. I was just saying all the lovely, beautiful things about you just before I brought you on just now. I hope you heard everything. Didn't hear any of it. So
you were
hello,
right
Wale.
the first time. I heard everything. In this part of the world, when you say explosive, people think of terrorism. So don't say I'm
Oh, I don't
explosive.
look. No. Wale. It's been an age and then some. How are you doing, my brother?
It is like I always say, it is well, even in the well. It is well. It's all good. It's all good.
So for full disclosure, I have known Wale for over 20 years that we have
Yeah.
way over 20 years that we have been friends, and life has taken us into different directions, as it should be, because the hustle is large, the hustle is heavy, so
The hustle is real.
is real. So you can't just sit down and be stagnant. You will just fade away. So Wale has not faded away. I've known him since the days of our sojourn together in the media. We've been doing loads and loads.
Don't make it sound nice. Don't make it sound nice.
Okay, you tell them.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this young
Go
man
ahead.
and I
Yeah,
were destined to work together. Let me just put it like that.
100%.
Because I remember the selection for AIT jams that time.
Yeah.
Because after Kenny and D1 left AIT jams on AIT, which was a massive program, which
Massive.
had so many viewers, massive. So the management were like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? So they got like 6 or 7 of us together and put us on the stage, and they said, okay, you people do your thing. And the first person they picked was Ayi. Because of his English. He has this
English.
kind of attractive English.
My guy. The twang.
Let me tell the truth. And then
Okay.
there were about 6 more people, and I was at the back of the crowd, hoping they wouldn't pick me. And then they said, who is that guy at the back? Let him come to the front. And that's how the story started, and we had a wonderful time on TV.
Amazing. On TV.
Time, amazing time.
The funny thing, Wale, was that we had never really worked together. We had basically just, met at
you were
Mama.
TV, I was on radio.
Yes, you were on radio.
I was on radio.
but we had never really met and worked together on any project at the
No,
same time.
we didn't have the same taste of women. No, we never worked together. No, it was different.
Oh no, my taste was way up there. I don't know about yours though, but
Mine
you
is
know now.
interballistic. We're talking North Korea thinking, man.
So that's how
But
we
it's
got
all
together.
good.
Yeah,
It's all
me and
good.
Wale got together, and it was a blast. It was amazing. It was very, very unique, and it was very special.
Yeah,
But then
yeah,
again, I left the scene to come and wash
yeah.
plates to come and wash plates in
Like
Europe.
Superman.
I came to wash plates in Europe and do
You left
stuff like.
us lonely. We were so
I
lonely.
hear you. I hear you. But then Wale continued with on radio, which he
Yeah,
has the perfect
yeah.
voice for, the personality for, and I was just saying how strange it is that they have been able to contain your personality because you have a larger than life personality, Wale. You have so much energy. And I will confess one thing to you. I fed off that energy to do the things that I did. And I found your energy
Wow,
super inspiring. So a lot of the stuff, a lot of the
wow.
ideas that I got was based on, I would think, okay, how would Wale behave in a situation like this? And
Only God knows.
that inspired a lot of, but I couldn't go as far as you did, but it created the platform for me to be inspired to do so many things that I did and beyond. And Wale,
Wow.
let's just dig into it right now. Where did the name
Yeah.
Powski go? I don't remember you ever having Powski. What does that even mean?
Okay, let me break it down for you. There's always a story behind everything. Okay, so
Okay.
first things first, a lot of people don't know I actually studied accounting. I'm an accountant.
Mm, that's
Funny
cool.
enough. So
Hmm.
most establishments, coincidentally, I get into broadcast houses. I started in the finance department.
Mm,
And then one way or the other, somebody would just say, this guy shouldn't be here. This guy shouldn't be in the finance department. It should be on air, man.
yeah.
And so they got me on air. And I was like a part-time then. And then
Mm,
when I came on waiting day,
yeah.
which by the way, as that today has over 1 million listeners average every day.
Wow.
Massive, massive.
Wow.
Yeah. Over 1 million listeners every day, Monday to Friday. So when I used to come into the studio and I want to
Mm,
do my thing, I used to be like, because I remember very well Shabarang used to go, booyaka, booyaka,
yeah.
booyaka,
Yeah. Yeah.
saluting at the dance hall,
Uh,
booyaka,
uh,
booyaka. So when I used to come to the studio, I used to be like,
mm.
this is your brother, your friend, salutes to everybody, booyaka, booyaka, booyaka. And people were like, that booyaka sounds foreign.
Who the hell
Guess
is this
what?
guy?
You
Mm.
understand? Like us, booyaka, booyaka, come, booyaka. So we changed it to po, 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 like gunshot
Mhm.
salute, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah.
one day somebody said, that po, po, po is too long. Let's
Mm,
shorten it like Powski. What
mm.
about Powski? And I like, wow, I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Powski,
Mm.
Godfather, Powski. So that's how
Hey.
Powski came along,
Mm.
Powski, that's how it
Okay.
just came along. And like
That's
that,
how I popped
bam,
up.
it's stuck.
It's stuck.
Yeah.
Mm. Over this years, I'll take you from now. I'll take you from back to front. Okay. Um,
Okay.
Mr. Powski. Can we call you that, or is it
Yo.
Wale? Is okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just call me Powski, Powski, Powski,
Powski, Baba.
Powski.
Powski.
You feel it, you don't get down.
So,
That's it, man.
um,
That's it.
any regrets so far in line
None
of work?
whatsoever.
I knew
None whatsoever.
how did I know that you were going to say that? No regrets
Because you can feel
whatsoever.
the energy now. You can feel the
Mm,
energy now. No
yeah.
regrets, no dulling.
Mm, no,
Lovely,
darling.
lovely.
So you've done you we know that you studied accounting. Accounting is the main thing. Does it add any
Yeah.
value? Does it add any real value to the work that you're doing now?
A lot because
Okay.
it
How?
allows me to be thorough with what I do, as in if there's a story, if there's anything I want to work on radio, because of my
Mm,
accounting background, I weigh
yeah.
the options. I look at the left, I look at the right, I minus and I plus so that I come
Mm,
to a reasonable conclusion. So I'll say to a large extent, it's built a foundation for my
mm,
line of work now. So
okay.
most of the time when I'm getting into it and there's this issue and I'll be like, a lot of people actually rush into it. They want to be
Mm,
the first to break it. And I
okay.
think that
Yeah.
doesn't last. That's a flash in the pan. But if you
Mm,
sit down and look at it from the two sides. There's actually a coin has three sides.
Okay.
So I do my best to look at the three sides, weigh it, minus here, what
Mm,
if, and it helps me deliver, and people just love it, and I thank God for that, man. Thank
mm.
God for that.
What would you say? What would you say about the industry, the broadcast industry, right? A lot of the so-called professionals, the experts, have always or
Yeah.
often complained about us. They complained, well, I was there. They complained about you. They complained about me. They still do. They say that we are not true professionals, right? What, in your opinion, is a true? Would you consider yourself as a true professional in the broadcast uh, circle now, or would you say that you're just a flash in the pan and you're doing just what you love, and those things don't really matter? Or is there a blanket perception of that?
All right. Well, I would say first things first.
Mm,
Professionalism is something that you have to build. It's something
okay.
I've built over the time
Mm,
because you will make a lot of mistakes. We have NBC, excuse
yeah.
me, Nigerian Broadcast Commission, and they don't take it easy with you. So
Yeah.
even if you're not professional, they will make you professional in one way or the other.
Mm,
What you say, how you say it, what you say, and what it means. Because at times,
yeah.
what you say is not perceived the same way outside. You might say it innocently, and they change it for you outside there.
Yep.
So I believe the NBC to a large extent has made us professional. And secondly, that we are not professional, I think is just a case of the person that is using landline and the
Okay.
person that's using a cell phone.
Yeah.
I mean, some people still want to use landline now,
Mm,
but the
yeah.
world is changing. Things are
Yeah.
changing. We now have the
Mm,
Gen Z, Generation
yeah.
Z, and all that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they will never accept. It's like training a child.
Yeah.
The older generations will believe, oh, this is the way it should be done. But the
Mm,
younger generations would let you know that no, things have changed.
yeah.
Reasoning has changed.
Mm,
Perception has changed. Vision has changed. So many
yeah.
things have changed. So they will never, ever accept your
Accept.
own style.
Mm,
Just like I
as
might not be
as
able to accept the style of somebody younger than me and always trying to correct them. No. You can't say
yeah.
this. No, you can't do
You
that.
have to.
So I think
Mm,
it's all perspective depending on
yeah.
the generation you are.
And of course, the platform from which you are either putting out your content and things like that. I guess, right?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Okay,
I
that
agree with
brings
you
me
on that one.
before you go into that brings me to an issue. Okay, look at you. You are
Okay.
speaking English. Yeah.
Yeah.
But on your shows, you speak pidgin English like
You get what
90%
you
of the
got.
time. You understand?
You get what you got.
Do you know that when I came to visit you a couple of years ago, and I was at the station, I literally struggled to speak pidgin English. This is something that I was using every day. How do you? No, no, really. How do you navigate that? How do you survive? That's why I'm saying that it's pretty tough. How do you manage it? Somebody listening to you now will
Okay.
not believe that is the same Powski that is on radio that is talking to me right now.
I think it has to do with presence of mind.
Okay.
It's presence of mind. Off air. When I'm not in the studio, I use a lot of curse words. I'm sorry to say
Oh,
I swear a lot.
really,
But
really, really, you do?
yeah, you know now. But because once I'm in front of the mic, God
Mm.
bless Femi Showolu,
Okay,
my
Femi Showolu,
organ before
yeah,
before
legend,
forever. Yeah,
legend,
he,
legend.
he's one that told me that yeah, it's a prayer he does, I think, or I should do, and everybody should do that. Lord, guide my mouth as I open the mic,
Okay. Yeah.
because at times you get carried away.
Mm.
I've always done live programs. I don't like recorded programs. I feel
Okay.
there's no soul in it when it's recorded
Mm.
to a
Yeah.
large extent. But if it's live,
Okay.
it's
Mm.
people just vibe with it. So consciously, I've learned to be able to control my thoughts because your thought
Mm.
controls what comes out of your mouth. So
Yes.
when I'm in front of the mic, I'm this person. I'm
Yeah.
not that person out there. So I kind of blend it. And one thing I've noticed, which
Mm.
my company did,
Yeah.
when we started this radio thing, because we had to rebrand. So
Mm.
when we did our rebranding, they made us know that, listen, we don't want the pidgin English of the conk pidgin English. So
Okay.
the thing made gra 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 gra. So we don't
Yeah.
know.
No.
Speak pidgin English that the average person understands. A
Yeah.
lot of people will tell you Lagos pidgin English is different from Wari pidgin English, is different from the Eastern pidgin English.
True. True.
So I've come to, yeah, so I don't do all those other ones. I do like basically Lagos English, which is
Okay.
not too, it is not too animated,
Yeah.
because the average pidgin English is animated. There's always
Yeah.
a picture in your mind when they talk to you. You really just make
Mm.
sha-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra. There's a picture in your mind that is going like
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
mine
Mm.
is just communicate.
Yeah.
It's not about
It's
communicating
it's
because
it's like it's would you compare it to standard English and Cockney English and English with accents? So you're
you
speaking
understand.
like standard pidgin English, everyday
You
pidgin
understand.
English.
I want to
Yes.
be here every day. The one you can vibe with, because my program, like I said,
Mm.
well, it's so shocking that we get people calling us on the program from as far as Asia, from the
Wow.
US, from UK,
Wow.
because once they
Wow.
come into Nigeria, they come into Nigeria accidentally most of the time. They get to listen to the
Mm.
program. They're like, wow, these people are not
Mm.
normal.
Yeah.
So they get the mobile app, and when once
Mm.
they're there,
Yeah.
they always they tell us, they say it on air to make sure that they listen in. And
Mm.
I want to speak the kind of pidgin that even the average person understands. I've had people call me from US, and like they were
Yeah.
with their co-workers in the office, and these people
Yeah.
don't even know anything about pidgin English. They communicate. They might not be able
Mm.
to understand everything, but they can
Yep.
pick things that say, okay, this is where it's going with this statement. Okay, this is what
Mm.
it's talking about this statement. So I would say my pidgin English is the basic pidgin English. I'm not trying to
Okay.
compete with the Wari English or
Mm,
trying to
mm,
compete with
mm.
anybody. I'm just trying to communicate, basically.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know,
So what would you say is the hardest or the most controversial topic that you have had to deal with
ha.
when talking with your guests? Talk to me, my brother.
Okay, so there are two. There, I have a principle for my radio show. There are two
Hey,
places I.
principal, my guy,
Yeah,
principal. Okay, go on.
if you are not principled,
Okay.
you will enter bush. You will take anything. If you don't stand for something, you fall for
Mm,
anything. You
yeah,
know.
true.
So I've come to terms that I stay away from politics and religion.
Okay, okay.
I stay away because they are very. Everybody has a sensitive approach to these two topics, whether you like
Mm,
it or not. Says I've had a situation when I was on radio, and
yeah.
I said unconsciously when I said, Jesus Christ,
Oh
and
dear.
somebody called on the program, and somebody called
Uh,
on the program and started virtually insulting me that I don't have a right to say Jesus Christ because they
you
are not a
you because you're a
Christian, they
heathen.
are not
Yeah.
this, blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah. And since then, I shall. But back to your question, I think
Yeah.
the most controversial one I try to run from controversy.
Okay.
I try to run from controversy. I've had interviews with with powerful people, with entertainment people, with industries and all that.
Yeah.
Because when your program has over 1 million listeners, everybody
Yeah.
wants to sell on your program.
Yeah.
I've had
Mm,
directors, I've had this, but one thing I found out is once I see that you are getting controversial, I kind
yeah.
of tone it down.
Okay.
It's about fun for
Mm,
me. It's not
yeah.
about proving a point. No, it's not this. I run away from politics because you don't know who's listening. And once once they get to hear what you have to say, it
Yeah.
sticks on you, even 30 years
Mm,
from now. So
okay.
I don't want to do politics. If you bring a politician to my program,
Yeah.
I will talk to him concerning his lifestyle, not his
Okay.
political ambition, so that I don't get in trouble.
Mm,
So honestly, I run away from controversy, or else I'll be dead by now. Somebody would have said, what does it mean? What does it mean? Get that point for me. So I run away from it. So
okay.
I
So
won't say
does
I've
that
had
mean
any controversial.
special issues? So does that mean that you're going to stay away from the next? You won't answer the next question that I'm going to ask you right now,
Try
Wale.
me. Try me.
Okay. So listen,
Try me.
listen, listen. I mean, I know that you've spoken to some of the major A-listers when it comes to entertainment across
Whoa,
Africa.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
I've been following you. You're mostly on Instagram with as much
Yeah,
as you can. You put out a lot of content with your, which is very very good. At least it keeps us abreast. Gives
yeah,
us insight into the lives and the times and the things that these people are doing, which is very, very important for us. I saw the one that you did with Charlie Boy. That was
Area
absolutely
father.
that was that was that was entertainment. That was absolute. That was 100% you. Okay. Now, which of these personalities would you say has been the most difficult to interview?
Wow. Well, I would say I will actually, because like you said, for me on the program it's all about fun.
Yeah,
I've had people come on the program and they all stock up. Like, let me just do this 5 minutes and go, Joe. Let me just do
and
this
get
10 minutes
out.
and go. And they
Uh,
come with an attitude. But one
yeah.
thing I've learned to do over time is soften them, play
Yeah.
with
Okay.
them.
Mm.
And then an artist that says, I just have 5 minutes, I have to go for a recording. They end up spending
Yeah.
an hour. They'll be like, wow,
How did this
like
happen?
wow.
Yeah.
And then
Mm.
I've had people who think they are MDs and CEOs, and they
Yeah.
come with their suits and like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
we do this and that,
Oh,
and I
oh,
break
oh, yeah.
and I break them down. Okay, how
Mm.
far now? What did they happen now? What did he chop this one himself? After they look himself, you go like him come you go
Uh,
like enjoyment, and then they
they
relax.
open up. Yes, they
And,
open up. Yeah.
yeah, and then
Mm.
that defense is broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
and I've come to learn that when you're asking a question, I
Yeah.
most of the time, funny enough, I don't script
Okay.
for any of my
I, but
program. I don't
but
script
we never really did when we did AIT
because
jams.
it is in us. Oh me
Yes.
oh, it's inside.
It's
I
the
thank
side.
God for
Yes.
that. Yeah,
Mm.
So at the end of the day, I've learned to ask questions from what you tell me.
Yeah.
How are
Yeah.
you? How
Yeah.
are the kids? Oh, my
Mm,
kids are
mm.
beautiful, and I like starting out with things that you are proud to talk about.
It's very organic,
So
isn't it? Yeah.
yeah. So when I ask you, oh, how are your children? If you go like,
Mm.
oh, they're beautiful, I continue. But if you say they are fine, that means you have a problem with your kids. So I just stay away.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like asking a
Uh,
woman, how is your husband? And the
hey.
woman says, oh, my husband is beautiful, he's good. They are not
Yeah.
fighting. But if you ask her, how is your husband? And she goes like, he's
But
that man,
don't
he's
mind,
dead.
don't mind that
There's a problem.
animal, Dari.
Just run away from that place, or else the person will blast you. So for me,
Yeah.
I think, well, even when they come in with the intent of being controversial, I
Yeah.
I I, I like bump them away from that ideology, and I just
Mm.
make them relax and see that don't see your cup as half empty, see it as half
Yeah.
full. Don't think you are coming here to fight. You want to come
Mm.
here and tell the whole world that the government is this. I've had the one of the press secretaries to the presidency, where President
Yeah.
Muhammadu Buhari, on my
Yeah.
program, and the guy comes and there's so much hardship and everybody's complaining, and this guy will come, oh, the government is making can call for 1 million people, the government is taking it call for 200 million people, and people will call me on the program and say, are you people are mad? What do you mean? Blah 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 blah. It got so bad that people actually thought I was government sponsored.
Mm.
Like,
Wow.
they don't pay am, no mind am.
They don't
You
settle
just dey
you.
talk dey you
You don't
understand?
chop.
So I kind
Mm.
of I kind of ran away
Mm.
from that kind of thing. And the guy doesn't like me today, I'm sure. Because
Yeah.
I don't do interviews for him anymore. You know why? Because it rubs off on me.
Yes.
If like the last NSAS that happened and there was so much mayhem, they were
Mm.
targeting some of us pressmen. Oh,
Okay.
it's a government person. I'm one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Play
Yeah.
wound up. So since
Yeah.
then, I run away. Like I said, politics
Mm.
and religion is not my forte. I want
Okay,
my
but
children
but
to grow up. I don't want them
but
to grow up without
I
a
heard
daddy.
I heard a rumor that you were in
What do you
mourning
call
for
it? What
a,
what
a
what what do you
rumor
call
that
it?
rumor
Okay,
rumor
rumor. Go
rumor.
ahead. Go ahead.
That means
It's not
there's some
confirmed.
truth. There's yeah, it's just like smoke screen
Uh,
that you were crying because the queen passed.
yeah, I do have to bring that in. I was done with you.
What?
Why
Hey,
do you like this
guys,
now?
guys, guys, listen. Once Wale starts to count his beer like this, and that means he's looking for a way out. He's
As
looking for
usual now, interesting,
he's
my
looking
dear
for
Watson. Is
he's
it that
looking
kind
for
of
an
thing?
escape. He's looking
But
for an escape
we're
route.
mourning. Well, everybody has a way of mourning. Some
Oh, don't
people
start
actually
English.
let me
English.
explain to you. You started it. You started it. So let me go with it. You know what I mean?
Go with it, mate.
So
Go
some
with it, mate.
people,
Uh-huh.
I mate, some people mourn by eating ice cream when a
Yeah.
loved one passes away. Some people cry.
Mm.
Some people drink all night.
Yeah.
We just didn't go all night. We just go like three
Mm.
quarter of the night. God bless the queen. Another bottle, another
Yes.
bottle.
And that's
Oh,
so
that
that is
woman was
yeah.
a
Yeah.
wonderful mother. Give me two more,
Mm.
give me two more.
Yes.
So we
Yes.
did it
Yes.
and we're happy, which is why my eyes
Mm.
still swollen and I'm still looking like
Mm.
I just
Yeah.
landed from Mars, man.
Uh, but the thing is, I know you talked about avoiding religion. It's just that in Africa, the main
It
thing is
keeps
that
coming up.
once, yeah, no matter what you do, it's part of us. But the way we
Yeah.
see it, I think, is that you need to give respect to those that have passed, and of course, we don't see it as mourning. We see it as celebrating.
Celebration of life.
Yes, of the moving on of all the things that you've been able to achieve, and so much
Yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah,
Coming through
yeah.
this portal is huge for anyone. So that's why it's important to even mark it, no matter your personal feelings about it. Hey, Wale, I want to go into something that just happened recently. I mean, you are
Oh
within
boy.
this. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I didn't. I'm not going to set you up. But this one, you have to take sides with me. You have to take two sides. We have to look at the three-sided coin that you were talking about. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
the headies. Okay. Are you listening? The headies.
I'm listening.
You're holding your
I'm
head.
listening. Because it's
Okay.
controversial now. It's gonna make me controversial now. Go
No, no.
ahead,
This
but I'll
is
do
this.
my best.
I don't mean to be controversial. I just want us to build upon the stage that has been set, so that those
Okay.
who are in charge of planning these kind of things can take note. I mean, you are quite close to a lot of them. I am not as
I
close
guess so.
anymore, so you know the ins and outs of a lot of how these things work out. You of
Guess
I
so.
Based on the discussions that we have had before, this is a place that you would have gone, but because of your time schedule, you were not able to make it there
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
the point is, did it make sense to take the headies to Atlanta? Was it
Well, I think for me, what they did was a bit of experimental.
okay?
And and then secondly, I think what they were trying to do, I'm not in their mind, I'm just assuming. I
Yeah.
think what they wanted to do is take Nigeria, take Africa to the US.
Okay.
You know, let's know that. Let's let them know that we are everywhere. Afrobeat is everywhere. So
Yeah.
let's get closer to them. I think it's a good strategy to promote Afrobeat and promote Nigerian and African artists. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, from my own end, I know there were a lot of people that were supposed to have gone that didn't get visas.
Okay.
There were a lot of technical people. There were a lot of graphics. There were a lot of
Mm.
so many things because of the everybody wants to jackpot kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I had to step back because when I saw the rates at which they were
Mm.
refusing people,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, whoa, I don't want, I beg, don't leave my passport as it is, make it a fine, make it a blend, make
Yeah.
it a
Make it neat.
clear. But you don't give a tribal mark.
Make it
You know,
pure.
once they
Yeah.
refuse you, you don't give your passport tribal mark. So I think what would happen is because it would have been more expensive if they have
Mm.
gotten all these people from over there.
Yeah.
We don't operate the same way. You know, over there it is per hour they charge you. So if a technician is come to work on your state, it's
Yeah.
charging you per hour.
Mm-hmm.
But here
Mm-hmm.
we just say, oh, yeah, take 200 naira, do the thing.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think
Manage
finance
them.
was part
Mm.
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
finance, they didn't want to spend so much.
Mm.
Secondly, the people that would have done it better,
Yeah.
because I've been privileged to present on Hedis before the edition they had in Nigeria some
Yeah.
time ago, and I saw the
Mm.
way everything was going. Everything was like tap, 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 tap,
Yeah.
and it was smooth,
Mm.
seamless, and all that. But over there, I'm sure they didn't have as much as they would have wanted. Because
Mm.
even if you get an Oyibo person there, he doesn't
Yeah.
have the mindset and vision of this is how we do it.
It's done.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they've learned their lessons. If they're still
Mm.
going to do it outside of the shores of this country, by
Yeah.
now they will know, okay, we should have done this, we'll do this, we'll do that. So I think it's a good test run. for them, and other awards, because other people now with my I want to say, okay,
Want
let's
to
take it
do?
outside there.
Let's try it. Yeah,
So I
but
think
that
it's a good step. It's a good step,
yeah.
honestly, taking it outside.
But I
You
think
know?
in my own, this, like you said, we're just sharing our own personal opinions about this based
Yeah.
on what we know. We don't know what's in their heads, why they
We
did
we
that.
can't
But
know. It's like
yeah,
the presidency. Where you want to go? I want to be president. When you get there, you
uh,
see what's on ground.
it's not the same.
Wow.
I didn't bank on this, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I feel that it kind of alienates. That's a big word. Should I? You understand what that means? I do need to Google that word.
Nonsense guy, what is the worry you? That's what you take baggage. Because I don't speak English. I can speak English. In fact, I
My
can
bad,
speak
my
it.
bad, my bad, my bad,
Uh,
my bad, my
now you go
bad,
my
my bad.
person. Nothing worry you, nothing to you. Let's go on.
I mean, because it kind of removes people, even if you're able to get the visa, you understand? It takes away the elements, the source, the mood, the feeling. I mean, would they be able to take the Oscars away from the US? I don't think it's ever been done before. Would they be able, or would they be willing to take the Grammys away from the US? Would they be willing to take the BET Awards away from the US? You know, there's some things, some formulas that you
That
do
is
not
traditional. That is
that
traditional.
you do not mess with. Experiment
Well,
or
like I said,
not.
no,
Yes.
like I said, everybody wants to grow. Everybody's working on growing. So
Yeah.
for me, I think it was a case of if you can't knock it till you've tried it.
Yep.
You can't knock it till you've tried it. If the head is,
Yeah.
if the head is, don't forget the head is one person. Is that your
Yeah.
Animashaun?
Yeah.
The Oscars, the Grammys is a body.
Yeah.
So it's like a one-man business and whatever, multiple whatever directors and all that. If he says I want to go and do it in India, it's his prerogative.
Or Togo
But
for that
the
matter.
Grammys or Togo, the Grammys will have to sit down on a committee.
Yeah.
And if one person says no, is no. Or with the head is, I can say, in fact, I want to go and do it in Okitikupa or go to Syria yourself. I can say, I want to do the edits. I want to do the edits in Ukraine.
Yep, go for it, man. But he'll be there by himself, but yeah, it's
no. There's virtual now. There's virtual. The first song they'll play is Bombs from Baghdad.
Wale, you're completely useless. I thought this conversation was going into. See, this is what I mean. It's difficult to talk to you, man. There's no way to talk to Wale and be sober in this discussion. So I've had to.
But bros, there's no way. I hate negative vibes around me.
Yeah, true.
I don't like people moody. I don't like people quiet and that. I don't like it. So that's sulking, why, to a large extent, let me use this opportunity to thank my dad and my mom for being randy on that night.
Okay, now
God knows where I could have been. And
let's put you on full blast.
My dad was rather. My dad was the active one where I got this energy from, because I've noticed that most of the artists, most of the people I've interviewed, they always go like, God, you have so much energy. They don't know it's a medical problem. I'm restless. It's like
I wasn't going to say that. Wale, I wasn't going to put that. I was not going to put it out there, but now that you have pushed me into that realm, okay, go ahead. You go. You lead. I'll follow.
I know for a fact that I'm restless. Yeah. I know. So instead of being, you see, whatever you have, you should learn to. It's like turning it into gold. If you are restless, be restless positively. Go into sports. Go into something that you burn it on. Don't just be restless and be a nuisance. So my own restlessness, I found out that it's energy that I can use positively.
Yeah.
And I thank God for showing me the way, because a lot of people still don't get it. They don't get it.
Yeah, they don't get it, man.
They don't get it. But I got it. And I'm thankful
you're
for
using
that.
it.
Like,
yes, you're using it. And you're taking full advantage of it. Yes.
Yeah, you're making me sound like I'm raping it. What do you mean full advantage? Like I want to rape the industry.
Look,
he took advantage of me. He took advantage of me. Oh my God.
You used me. You used me. Meanwhile, it was a joint agreement. Meanwhile, it was a joint agreement. Nah, can you imagine?
Me doing radio, I
Yeah.
always said it was accidental. It was just
Yeah.
pure destiny. It was
Mm.
just pure destiny. I don't think I
Mm.
can have, and I like getting across to people.
Yeah.
I've done shows that somebody will come like, oh, let me tell you one I can never forget. There was this woman that came
Okay.
to me and she had this child who was born deaf, dumb, blind.
Okay.
So this child
So
has never
physically,
seen
he's
color.
so let's just put it out there because I know some people will charge us for this. So the child is physically challenged.
Yeah,
If
okay, that's the word.
yeah, let's
Seriously physically challenged.
yes.
She could not, she had this bone issue. She could not
Okay.
see, she could not
Mm.
talk, she could
Mm.
not hear anything. And I was looking at this child, and it's only vibration that she feels.
Mm.
If they are
Oh
playing
dear.
music, she only feels
Wow.
vibration. And
Wow.
they needed about Nigerian money about, I think, about 6, 7, 8 years ago. They needed about, I think, about 5 million or some amount. And I brought
Okay.
this girl on air, and I started this appeal thing because I do that a lot.
Mm.
I do
Mm.
that especially for kids who have medical
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
better. Adults, you don't enjoy
Mm.
life now. What did they worry you?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
buy,
You're
if you go
right.
buy.
Make
But
you make it off.
the kids need,
Mm.
yeah. So we
Mm.
started this campaign, and in less than 3 days, Lord
Yeah.
have mercy, I was impressed. We made a lot of money. As I speak to you
Okay.
today, the girl now went for surgery.
Yep.
She got her eyes back.
Mm.
She got one
Mm.
working, and from there she
Yeah.
started this therapy. Now she's through so many aids. And today
Yeah.
I see this girl because every year that's her
Mm.
birthday,
Wow.
the mom sends, oh, this is her picture. We celebrated today, and
Yeah.
I feel on top of the world. It's not
Yeah.
about money for me.
Mm.
It's not about money. Money will finish.
Yeah.
That person will remain. It's
Yes.
what you do that people will talk about after
Mm.
you. And since
Yeah.
then, I do it an average of a week. But I found out
Mm.
these days that people are broke. People are
Oh,
broke. Don't
yes.
lie.
Yeah.
So a lot of
It's
people are
true.
not dropping like they used to.
Mm.
So
Mm. Mm.
I make sure I work on kids. It's a
Yeah.
it's a satisfying move. When you
Yeah.
do it and then they come
Mm.
and you're like, oh, God bless you, oh,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you, oh,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
and that.
Mm. Mm.
You can't buy that. You can't
Yeah.
buy
Yeah.
it.
Mm.
A lot of
That's
rich
like
people who
leaving.
don't have,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's like leaving good legacy. Yeah. And
that's
they
the
will
word.
benefit from that. Yeah. So Wale, sorry, Mr. Powski.
Not just Polski. Don't let them
Just
arrest me.
okay, not
They
the
are looking
mister. You
for
don't
me.
need mister. There.
I don't
I'm
need
giving
this
you
time.
title now. I'm
That's
giving you title.
I
You
leave
have very
story. More title, more problem. Leave story. Just call me Polski.
okay, Powski. Sorry, sir. So why Max FM with the kind of talent that you have, with the kind of voice that you have, with the kind of energy that you have? I'm sure there are tons of radio stations just literally begging you to jump ship and come to them. Why? What's different about Max FM?
It's it's all about loyalty. It's all about
Okay.
loyalty. I don't want to be. Do you know? I found out the meaning of the word. A lot of people might think it's bad, but it has a
Mm.
different meaning. The word harlot. When they say somebody's in harlot,
Yep.
is a person that can't stay in one place. Jump, 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 jump
Yep.
from
Yep.
one man to another man to another man. But
Mm.
I found out in this our work,
Yeah.
consistency makes you strong.
Yeah. Mm.
Because when I started out, it was not even Max FM. It was low. It was smaller than this.
Okay.
Then we rebranded, and honestly, the company has been good to me.
Mm.
They've never given me reason to jump ship.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And
Yeah.
there's this, and the kind of the management we have there, they care about the staff. It's not about you
Okay.
just working here, working out. They really
Mm.
actually do care. My
Yeah.
company has gotten the Great Place to Work award twice in a row recently,
Okay. Wow.
which is all
That's
which is
rare.
all
That's
about.
rare.
I'm telling you, the only media
Mm.
house in Africa to get
Mm.
it is TVC, Max FM, and TVC. All that. It tells
Mm.
you that the management know that if you're happy, they're
Yeah.
happy because you make more money.
You deliver. Yeah. Mm.
There are some places you go to and they will owe you salary for 6 months.
Oh, really?
You understand?
Ah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't
You
speak
know.
English. Sorry, I don't
You
know.
speak French now. You see,
I don't know. I don't
And,
know.
and We've been there. Me and you and I have
Been
been there.
we've been there. Yeah, yeah,
Done
yeah,
that,
yeah. True. True.
where they will
Yeah,
owe
yeah.
you, where they will owe you 3 months, 6 months, and all that. A
Mm,
company, no matter how small the money is, that pays you on time
mm.
is rare. It's
Yeah.
rare in this country. I'm not talking
Mm.
about England or US or whatever, but in this part of the world, it's
Yeah.
rare. And the
Mm.
media outfit in this country is not a gold mine like banking or telecoms or oil
Yeah.
and gas
True.
and all that.
True.
So
True.
when I'm in a company that I see progress,
Mm.
it might not be much, that I
Yeah.
see sustenance, I see
Yeah.
constant, I see things that are, if it is the way it is, I
Yeah.
stay there.
Mm.
I don't think I want to go anywhere else right now. If I'm going anywhere, I'm going to do my retirement. End of story. A lot of things being
Okay.
equal. Go
What?
private.
Wally, hold on a second there. This is something that I must do right now. So
You can go to the bathroom.
this is the Afrobeat called I'm Ehi and Akimio. Now do remember to subscribe to the channel right away. If you haven't done so, do so right now. I have a
Let me
guest
tell you,
with
let me
me
do it
right
for you.
now, and
Let me do it
he
for
is
you.
Wale
Let me do
Animashaun.
it for
But
you.
like I said, subscribe to the Afrobeat Cult. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram, and of course Facebook, and of course YouTube. Wale.
Can I do that? Let me do that very briefly. I like that. Let me tell you. See, Oga, you see that page. If you don't subscribe to them, you subscribe to problem. So if you want better thing, if you want me God enter your level, just go and subscribe because better the apple there. This guy wey una dey look, yeah, knacking you. And they call am knacking you. Now understand? I beg, make una behave
Mm.
with yourself because the kingdom of God is real. Subscribe, okay? Yeah, my
Amen
person.
to that, my guy,
No,
my
no.
guy, my
Yeah.
guy.
Hey, do you remember one of the things I used to love about working doing the IT jams? Was
Tell
every
me, tell
Friday
me.
we used to go to this shop and pick up outfits. And remember,
Yes.
and then they'll tell us, no, you can keep it, you can keep it.
You can keep it.
I have so
Keep.
many jeans there.
Are you sure this one I can keep it? Ah, wow. You know, it
And there
was
this,
fun.
it was fun. Working with you there
Mm.
was fun because
Yeah.
we were not in competition with each other. I've
With
seen programs where the two hosts are in competition
yeah, yeah. There was
and it
synergy.
kills the program. Yeah,
There
there
was
was
synergy.
we were together,
We were
we were on
having
the same
fun.
page, and it made it.
We were
That
having
was it, that was the
fun.
word.
We were having
We're
fun. It
having
was
fun. But
mm,
I've seen good concepts for
yeah.
programs die because the host believe that I have to train more than you, I have to train more than you. It's all
What
about
for?
fun.
So because it's important, especially if you have shows like that you are able to build each other. Once you are able to build each other, then your program will succeed because you're all heading in the
It's natural. It's natural.
yes,
Very
yes.
natural.
Talking about
Very, very.
competition though, talking about competition, do you, I mean, I remember back in the day when with Ray Power and everything, we were in constant competition with other radio stations. Has the terrain changed nowadays? Do you still find
Baba.
yourself bitterly competing with everybody else?
Okay, so a lot of people don't know this, but it's brutal now. It's very brutal. We
Mm.
have over 35 radio stations in Lagos alone.
How many? How many?
35,
Wow.
35 radio stations.
Oh my
All
days,
of them
man.
with license and all that.
Mm,
And
mm,
when
mm,
your coincidentally, about 2 days ago, I was speaking with my GM because every
mm,
month we get ratings. And he just called me in and said, because normally my program in Lagos is normally number
mm.
two, number three, number two, number three for that time
Yeah.
of the day
Okay.
because they do it according to the time of the day. And the other day he told me he won't believe it. I said, what? He said, you know, your program is now number one in Lagos for that time zone.
Whoa,
And
whoa,
then
whoa.
we checked the figures. It was
Mm,
about average every day. It was about 1,100,000 and something thousand,
mm,
whatever.
mm, mm.
And I was like, wow, that's not bad. So, we know one of the things I do that makes me get to that point is I don't look at other stations. I don't even try and say, oh, what's he doing? I want to
Mm.
do it better. Oh, what's
Yeah.
this person doing? I just do my thing.
Mm,
I get into the studio, I unload, I feel good, I do what I have to
mm.
do, and I move. When you start looking at other people and what they're doing,
Yeah.
it will bring you down.
Mm.
Because
And
it's going to
you start
depress
trying
you.
to copy. Yeah,
You
start trying to
understand?
copy. Yeah, yeah.
So it
Mm.
is brutal now. It is really in Nigeria now, especially Lagos, the
Yeah.
competition is mad because advertisers only go for the top five.
Oh,
For the top
okay.
five, yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things, like I said, I like being impactful. Before, Triple A used to start from I think 4 o'clock. The belt.
Mm,
You know, we have double A and
yes.
triple A.
Okay.
And when
Okay.
I started, it can be contested anyway, but
Mm,
since I started my program,
yeah.
it was moved up
Mm,
because I started my program at 2 o'clock Nigerian time.
okay.
And a lot of people actually were like, wow, we love this program. I want to get it. So they moved it to 3 o'clock. So Triple
Mm,
A starts from 3 o'clock now. And
okay.
I believe
Okay.
me and others have been impactful in that. So
Mm,
the competition is mad. It's
yeah.
crazy.
Mm.
Every
What are they
station,
looking for? What are they looking for in your program? Who are the people that you appeal to?
okay. I am a general audience person from age 5 to 95.
Okay.
I talk about
Right.
any and something.
Mm,
I don't say oh I don't have a target audience. They call my
okay.
program according to the advertisers is general
Mm,
populace or general is everywhere
yeah.
because we take topics that affect kids to
Mm,
teenagers to adults to elderly people. So
yeah.
everybody has a flair of something. And
Mm,
then on the program, we've been able to synchronize the three major languages in Nigeria. I have an
okay.
Hausa guy on the program. I have an
Yeah.
Igbo girl on the program. I'm a
Yeah.
Yoruba guy. They call me Yoruba demon anyway. I'm a Yoruba guy. Then we have one guy from the middle belt.
They should
And
take the Yoruba out and just call you demon. But hey,
no,
that's just
no,
hey.
I
Look,
wanted to
man.
do
Look.
that, but they won't give me the ID card. I wanted to do that. Where do you fear them? Hi, I'm the demon. So I found out that at the end of the day,
Mm,
at
yeah.
the end of the day, the people just want to have fun.
Mm,
They just want to have fun. Because
yeah.
we can come on the program today and we start monkeying around. We just start talking about things that
Mm,
people basically our program has been designated as a therapeutic program because a lot of
okay.
people are depressed and when they
Mm,
listen to us, there's a smile on their faces.
yeah. Afterwards.
That
Yep.
is
Mm,
enough for me. When a lot of
mm,
people say,
mm.
oh, let me give you two instances that's made me love what
Okay.
I do.
Go ahead.
There was a day I was somewhere and
Mm,
this woman came to me and she said she was in the hospital in Igbobi for about a year plus,
okay.
and she was so depressed. And at the end of the day, our program kept her going, and she just wanted to say thank you to me because she might have given up. Then there was another woman who said that there was a day, the day she lost her only child, she was so heartbroken and depressed. And coincidentally, she turned on the radio and she was listening to our program and she felt life come back into her and she just felt good. So when I get all those kind of
Mm,
feedbacks,
yeah.
I feel good because I'm giving them something they like. So it's all
Yeah.
about making people happy and putting a smile on
Mm,
faces, basically.
mm.
Basically,
So
basically.
you're basically looking at being able to connect with a wide range of
Everybody.
emotions, everybody. So that's really difficult, especially on radio, because they can't really see your emotions. They have to feel your empathy through through the message, through the way that you're communicating with them. Isn't that it?
Do you know one thing I found out? It is easier
Yeah.
to go from radio to TV than from TV to radio.
Tell me about
With
it.
radio, with radio, with
Mm,
radio, you can create an image.
yeah.
But with TV, you are
You're
assisted
there.
with visual.
Yeah. Yeah.
The visuals help out. So when
Mm,
you go from radio to TV, you're
yeah.
magical.
Yeah.
You're like an orator. You talk and
Yeah.
people now be like, wow. So
Mm,
I think it's not been easy, but
yeah.
you have to it's a some things you have to learn on the job.
Yeah.
I've been doing broadcasting now for almost I would say about 25 years, yeah,
Yep.
give or
Mm,
take.
mm-hmm. Yep.
And whether I like it or not, because I like what I do and I want to get better and probably
Uh,
the best, I have to start
Every day.
changing. I have to keep on changing.
Mm,
I have to keep
mm.
on changing. There are times I come home and my wife will be wondering why am I the way I am? It's because of something I just treated on radio,
Yeah.
you know? Maybe it's
Mm,
just a true life, and I like true life stories.
Yeah.
There's a segment I call Experience on my program where we
Okay.
tell people to send what they are going through and we
Mm.
ask people to give them advice.
Yeah.
The last one we did was a case of a lady who sent a message
Mm.
that her husband is sleeping with the landlady so that he will pay rent. And
What?
I was like, my brother, if you see what you they hear, well, you go
Uh.
run. And she was like, what's she going to do? Because
Mm.
she comes from a broken home.
Yeah.
She doesn't want her own children to grow up in a broken
To go
home.
up in that. Yeah.
So she's
Yeah.
trying to, yeah, she's trying to stay in the marriage. But this
Mm.
is kind of
Mm.
crap she's getting. What
Yeah.
does she do? Now,
Mm.
a lot of people send in advices on what to
Mm-hmm.
do, how to do it, and all that.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
it's actually beautiful. It's lovely
Mm.
because
Yeah.
somebody somewhere is going through the same thing you are going through.
Mm.
But the essence is don't give up. You're not the
Yeah.
only one.
Mm. Do you
So
think?
without
Do you
being
think?
said,
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, without being said, I think it's just about making the world a better place,
Yeah.
basically. You
I,
know?
I was going to ask you, do you sometimes feel that you get affected by the things that you,
Of course.
yeah, how do you deal with
But
it?
of course. How do I
How
deal
do you
with
deal
it?
with that? Yeah.
It's helped my marriage a lot if you don't know. You see,
Oh,
there are times, like
really?
I said earlier on, yeah, like
Yeah.
I said earlier
Tell,
on,
tell, tell me
I've,
now. Nobody's listening. Just share the secret with me. How?
look at this guy. Are you okay? It is between two people, it's not a secret.
Just
Talk
me
for
and you. Just
yourself.
me and you. Shh, shh, shh.
Now, this is it. At
Mm,
times, like I said, I treat some topics or every day is not a good day in the office.
yeah.
There are
True.
bad days in the office.
Yeah.
And at times you can get a story like oh, this person is sleeping with the boss,
Mm,
or this is this, or somebody just lost a child, where
yeah.
you have to sympathize with them. And then I get
Mm,
home, and then my wife is like, what's wrong with this one? I've learned to just go out, just walk away, take a
mm,
take a walk.
yeah.
Do you know it is so funny that at times when that happens, in order
Mm,
to de-stress myself, remove myself from the stress, I
yeah.
pack clothes and I start ironing them. And then you sweat when you iron. Honestly, it works for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I start
Yeah.
ironing and then I sweat and then there's steam and then
Uh,
I'm like, thank God.
done.
Or basically the most convenient one.
Mm.
I just put on my AirPods and I listen to my favorite songs. And I
Wh-
just
uh,
feel good.
Now
Just
that you
listen to my
mentioned that,
favorite song.
what is your favorite song?
So my kind of
2022.
job,
Yeah.
oh yeah, buy plenty. Those boys are not joking anymore. Those
Let
boys
me
are
know.
releasing back to back to
Unleash.
back to
Tell
back
me.
to
Tell
back
me.
to back.
Tell me. Tell me. Tell
Right
me.
now, for me, you see, it's funny. I have my
Mm.
forever greens, like
Okay.
the Olamide's. Olamide drops a
Okay.
song today. It's going to
Yeah.
vibe.
You're
Then
jumping on
we
it.
have the Pikin where they talk right now, where they will
Uh,
talk for a long time. Ashake, that
okay.
guy's music is mad. Then we have the Bella Shmoda,
Okay.
the
Those are the
voice. We
young
have the
ones.
Buju
Yeah.
Bensons. Yeah, we have the
Okay.
Buju Bensons. We have
Mm.
the then we still have the Orisha Femis,
Oh. Okay.
conscious
Yeah.
music. We still have Two
Uh.
Face. We still have I still did an interview with MI not too long
Mm.
ago, and the
Okay.
song The Guy,
Mm.
the words in it are deep. So I
Yeah.
cannot say I have a favorite this or a favorite that.
Mm.
I just have
It-
feel good music.
okay.
Because
Base.
I'll be
Base
lying to you if
mostly.
I say,
Yeah. That's one person or the other, based on your mood and
yeah,
the time of the day and how you're.
yeah, and the
Yeah.
weather.
Yes. 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 You're right. You're right. Hey, guess what? Do you know?
Weather.
I went to. Unconsciously, I do sometimes do a lot of comparing. Okay, I have been to a Davido concert. I've never been to bass because it's they're not very common in these parts. I've been to a Davido concert. I've been to Burna Boy concert. I've seen Wizkid in concert, and I'm talking about the ones that they call the big three, right? They have what we call the big five out here, but the big three, the guys. I still believe that when it comes to stage presence, do you know what I'm going to say? You're feeling me right now. It's
If
Burna
I
Boy.
did, what's wrong with you? You're scaring me.
Based on my own assessment, I think Burna Boy, for some reason, has it plugged, has it locked down 110%. As far as 2022 is concerned, I don't know if anything is going to change the next couple of months. But in my opinion, I think when it comes to entertainment from Nigeria and the artists from Nigeria with the guys, it's definitely Burna Boy. I am still bothered that the women are not pulling their weight. Why?
I think, okay, God bless you. I like that. Okay, so every year, December, I'm trying my best to go to all these concerts.
Yeah.
Last year, it was Burna Boy, it was David, it was Burna Boy. I couldn't make Davido, I couldn't make Olamide, Naramadi. I made Wizkid,
Mm.
I made Pato Rankin, and I found
Yeah.
out that they change every year. Their
Yeah.
performance last year is going to change to this year, so like I guarantee. And like you said, Burna Boy has stage. There's a difference between live concert and an entertainer. If you're an
Yes.
entertainer, even if you're in one club in one corner, people will vibe with
Mm.
you.
Yes.
Burna Boy has stage presence. Burna Boy can be
Mm.
unbelievable. He can do the unexpected. You know,
That's true.
Whiskey. I was at his concert at the beach, and the
Mm.
guy had energy.
Yep.
He had energy. Davido for me is effects. Davido can enter the stage from the sky. You go shock. That is Davido for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Davido, Davido is kind of artist that is, I would say, Y2K compliant. But
Very,
the
very true.
fire and the
Mm,
lights
mm,
and the
mm,
ba ba
mm,
ba
mm.
ba, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
the whiskey is not the whiskey is yeah yeah yeah, and you people
Mm.
will not sit down. Burna
Yes.
Boy is he can jump from the stage to the floor
Mm.
unexpected.
Mm.
So I think
Yeah.
every year they change. But for the women, for the
Yeah.
ladies,
Yeah.
I think it's a case of they believe that you see, like I said, like advertising agencies here, they
Mm.
always go for just the big three or the big five.
Yeah.
Then they'll use the rest to support. It's just
Mm.
supporting,
Yeah.
supporting. That's why you see that a person like Tiwa Savage will do more concerts outside of Nigeria than inside
Than
Nigeria.
in Nigeria. Yeah.
Because over here
Mm.
they'll be like, why should I take Tiwa when I can take the video? Maybe she calls me
Yeah.
supporting artist now.
Mm.
Over there, she's the main act.
Yeah. True.
Because
Mm.
a lot of people will be like, wow, she's on our league. But here, it's I don't know whether it's our custom or our tradition or the way of life
Yeah.
that it's all about the men. Make woman go
Mm.
sit down one. Meanwhile,
Mm.
we have Tiwa Savage. Why do you think Yemi Alade is mostly outside? She's
That's
bigger
true.
outside than here now.
Do you know that in some parts of Europe, Yemi Alade is actually bigger than Tiwa Savage?
That's what I'm talking about. Because
Yeah,
they'll give
she
them
is.
the audience is there.
Yes, yes, for Yemi Alade. So that's it. I do wish that more women would be put out there, especially within the entertainment industry, because I don't really see them. I don't see them in the back. I don't see them with production. I don't even know if there's a woman producer. It's all the guys. What's going on?
No, there are lots of them. Like we said, it's all
Yeah,
about giving them a chance. I've
yeah.
done interviews for female producers, even
Okay.
movie
Yeah,
producers,
the
and
movie
they're
industry, yes,
always
but when it comes to
yeah,
beats, uh-huh.
even beats, and they're
Yeah.
always in the background.
Mm.
They're
Okay.
always in the
Okay.
background. They see them like, what do they do? You don't know, say you be woman. I bet me I have
Mm.
one job. So even
Mm.
if a woman does it, at the end of the day, a guy will take credit for it without knowing
Yeah.
that very well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then 2 years from now, hey, you owe me, you took my work, you do this, you did that, you did that, you did this,
Mm.
you didn't settle me, blah, 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 blah,
Mm.
blah, blah, blah. It happens to a lot of female artists more than male artists.
Yeah. Mm.
It happens to them a
Mm.
lot. And it's so painful because they are the ones, that the world would love to hear. It's not just about the men.
Not
It's
just
not
for
just
today,
about
but
the
for the
men.
future. Yeah, for the future.
I'm
Wale,
telling you,
where do you see yourself? Where do you see Powski in the next 5 years? Is Powski thinking outside the box? Is he going to be in the box?
I'm
What's your
going to sell
grand
the box.
what's your grand vision? What's your grand vision for your, because I mean right now you are you're the full package. What is your grand vision for
You
this
make
brand that you have been able to build over the past 25 years?
wow.
What's your, yeah.
Honestly, what I'm working on right now is in the next 5 years or so.
Yeah.
I want to do. I have a studio in my house where I do a lot
Okay.
of things.
Yeah.
I haven't put them out. I'm thinking
Yeah.
animation. I'm thinking
Okay.
voiceover because right now, because I work with a company that's a radio company.
Yeah.
NBC rule will not allow you to do voiceover to a large extent
Mm.
because they will tell you are like endorsing.
Okay. Okay.
Everybody
True.
knows
True.
you
True.
on
True.
radio. So if you
Yeah.
say, "Oh, I want to do
Mm.
this for this brand," they'll be like, "No,
Mm. Mm.
you're
Yep.
endorsing." It's so serious here that there's a segment, a sponsor segment that all I just said
Mm.
was, "This segment is brought to you by this brand." I got a warning
Mm.
letter from NBC. And the
Whoa.
fact that I have mentioned their name, I am
Yeah.
endorsing them.
Oh
So
dear.
I'm thinking of going private. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of animation because I
Mm.
know to a large extent I can get it done. I'm thinking
Yep.
of because I know there's money there. All these animated
Mm.
voiceovers.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Which is
of
not very
doing
common now. Yep.
more. Yeah, I'm thinking of
Mm.
doing narrations
Narrations.
because I
Yep.
watch a lot of all this wildlife, and you hear this man talking at the background.
True.
I want to do things like just voice.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
handsome. I
Yeah.
can't do
Yeah.
modeling. I
No.
don't
No.
even know
You're
what my
handsome.
wife saw
Oh.
in me.
I
I
don't
don't know what my
know. I
wife
don't
had in me.
know.
I don't
I
know.
don't
I
know. I
swear.
don't know.
At
Is that
times you
your?
be like, say, are you juju self?
Let me
This
tell
guy
you
we
what it
walk
is.
like this.
Let me tell you what it is. I can give you. Let me give you the full scoop. You see,
Are
that
you
day
my
there was
wife?
light.
What's wrong with you?
There was light shining on your head, so it blinded her vision. So she didn't
No.
see you properly. That's what it is.
No, I
Uh-huh.
think it was just a case of let me just manage this monkey.
Manage this guy.
At
Yeah, yeah,
least,
yeah, yeah.
at least he go fetch water, we go clear house. At all, he go do something. But do you know she
Yeah,
doesn't know
yeah,
that
yeah.
she
Yeah.
do you know that she doesn't know that she actually does a lot for me consciously or unconsciously that
Mm,
helps me on my program.
mm,
Because there's so
mm.
many things that happened that I learned from her.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know.
Mm.
She thinks I'm one hard gorilla Hitler thinking person.
Hey, guess what, guys?
And
I know that Wale says all
wow,
these
it's
things,
over
but
an hour now.
yes, he says all these things, but the main thing is that Wale that I know is a very passionate, is a very caring, very,
I don't
very,
have option
very.
now.
Yeah.
I don't have
all
option.
this, all this one, now cruise. We know you reach
Cruise
house, Wale.
control. Don't expose me now. Why are you exposing
so
me now?
so so this is what's gonna happen, Wale. There'll be tons and tons of
Yeah.
issues that me and you will have to talk about. So
Dig
many things,
into. Yeah,
especially, yeah,
yeah,
we have to dig
yeah.
into. I mean, this is basically just an introduction into what is up next in the future for this tag team, so much going
Yeah.
on. So but at this point I'd like to say a big thank you to you, Wale, for making it, for finding time
Peace.
to be with me today, my brother. This is awesome. This is magnificent, bro. Thank you very much.
Bro, yo, you
Uh,
too now. Hey, God bless you, eh? We'll do this again, eh?
no
God
worries,
bless
no
you.
worries, my guy. No worries, my guy. All right, my brother. So take it out. Yeah, talk to you later. Yep. Bye.
Peace.
And there you have it, Wale Powski from Max FM, one of the greatest voices on that channel. And I'm so honored, so proud of who he has become, not just as a person, but also professionally. And you will definitely see him here again quite soon. My name is Ehian Akimio, and on behalf of everyone on this channel, on Facebook, on YouTube, remember to subscribe right away. And we'll talk to you soon. We'll talk to you soon, really, really soon. So bye. Talk to you guys later.